suggestions also to how to go forward. So we are very thankful for that. And now I welcome each and every one of you. Hope you will be very much benefited and with this talk. And now I request, without delaying it more, I request Dr. Pompi Sharma, my colleague from Joya Gogoi College, Khumtai, to start to give a brief introduction to our speaker, sir, Professor Hilal-Jyoti Sinha, head of the Department Zoology, Borolan University. Thank you. Over to you, Pompi, now. Okay, Pompi, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi. Yes.
Okay. Over to you now.
I was saying.
Yes, it's audible, Pompi.
Good morning, respected principal sir, respected resource person, and respected governing body president sir, and my dear colleagues present here. Before we begin this program, I would like to introduce and welcome today's special guest, resource person, eminent ecologist, my respected thesis, Professor Hilal-Jyoti Sinha, HOD of Zoology, Department of Zoology, Borolan University. Sir, Professor Hilal-Jyoti Sinha is currently working as Professor, HOD, Department of Zoology, Borolan University. Sir is having 10 years teaching experience in undergraduate courses and 12 years teaching experience in postgraduate level. Sir is an associate professor in Department of Ecology and Environmental Science, Assam University, Silchar. He published more than 60 research papers, edited books, and invited lectures and resource person in national and international seminars. He works as a board of member in different organizing committee like Bombay National History Society, BNSH, board of Arena, and he is renowned PhD supervisor and different selection committees of Assam University and also Borolan University. I welcome Professor Hilal-Jyoti Sinha sir for this event, and please enlighten us with your knowledge. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, now over to you, sir.
Okay, shall I start with the presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Here.
Yes, sir. You can start, sir.
Okay, just
Yes, sir. You can start.
Just one. You see me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. Okay. Namaskar, everybody, and good morning. As the organizer already has told you that it was yesterday's program, but anyway, we could not help because of technical problems and weather problem as well. So, however, it is free for everybody. This is a Sunday morning, as well as yesterday also it was hectic problems because so many lectures due to World Environment Days everywhere. Maybe you yourself have been busy in 3-4 lectures. So anyway, today we have got relaxation, and let us talk about again the theme about the ecological restoration. So I'll be delivering a little bit about the theory and practice of eco-restoration. This is our Borolan University campus, and what is it written 5th June? Maybe it will be 6th June now. Anyway, so actually what I have learned a little bit about the eco-restoration or restoration ecology. There are two terms I will be explaining later on. There is vast difference between this theory and practice actually. Whatever, if you go through the books or if you go through the theoretical parts of ecological restoration, and while you try to implement this, then it will be a little bit problem. So I hope the students of Joya Gogoi College also have joined. So I am told that I could be mix it up with Assamese as well sometimes. So while we trying my best to go through easily and simple English as far as practicable, but somewhere where I need to explain, I could explain in Assamese as well. So please bear with me. Thank you for inviting me, and and thank you especially Mukesh Sharma, who used to be our student in Assam University. He used to do PhD there. So while we talk about eco-restoration, then of course or ecosystem restoration rather, we have to know the ecosystem. And I believe all of you at least have a little idea about ecosystem, and particularly the students already know. So it is a system actually, and it is a cool system because in system you have input and output. So if you notice in our system, then also you have an input of solar energy and output again. That means the solar energy ultimately trapped by green plants for photosynthesis, and it passes it on from one trophic level to another trophic level, primary producer to consumer to secondary consumer, and so on. And there is circling of minerals as well, that all the organisms die, they go to the soil, and nutritions are there, nutrition pools are there, and ultimately these are taken back by the root system of the plants, and ultimately it is circulating. So there's two things are there. One is unidirectional movement of energy, and another is material cycling. So it is actually community. So if you say a community must be there in ecosystem, that means community means more than one populations. That means you need to have different trophic levels. For example, primary producer to again secondary producer, or you can call it consumer. Like this, it is a physical environment where both abiotic and biotic environment is there, and there is interrelationship between these two. So we have to have a little understanding of this, and that's why if you go further, you can say that it could be a very small, like if in a leaf, if a droplets of water could be called an ecosystem, as the largest ecosystem is the Earth. So it is again the thinking. How do you think about it? It is relative thinking in nature. For example, if you consider Manas Biosphere Reserve is an ecosystem, then within the Manas Biosphere Reserve there may be several other ecosystems that exist. So similarly, we can think about it. So whenever we call it a eco-restoration or ecosystem restoration, so we have to keep it in our mind. So you already know there are several kinds of ecosystems. I need not to illustrate all those things, but just whatever ecosystems are there. For example, grassland ecosystem are always neglected. Yesterday, Dr. Bhimkumar Talukdar delivered a lecture in Borderland University. He also mentioned like this. Sometimes it is regarded as wasteland. So grassland, beautiful grassland Manas and beautiful grassland Orang. So this grassland ecosystem is enriched by different fauna and flora. So you maybe is amazed to see, because so many species are growing in grassland, it could be a rich biodiversity. And some of the animals reside in grassland, which are facultative. That means they cannot live out without grassland. So this is important grassland, and later on I will be coming back to it, how to restore this grassland ecosystem as well. And there will be lotic aquatic system. There is some people composite Provahito, Noi, Jahan, Juri. This aquatic ecosystem can be divided into lotic as well as lentic. So there could be some pools over there within the forest. It is again a man-made pond actually during Warang National Park. And this is again Ultapani. This is, you see, there is swamp nature. The trees are there, and undercurrent is also there in the water. And there is a Doloni Bill, huge beautiful lake there. Another lake is there. So this Atlantic ecosystem is there. And if you talk about the forest ecosystem or hill ecosystem, there could be difference. So in our Assam itself, there could be different. And I'm indebted to my student Vishwajyoti Bikomia Dori, who was a PhD scholar of ours. And he did a study on the Boreal Wildlife Sanctuary about the tree, angiospermic trees, diversity. So there are different shape and size. You see the pediphyll is there, and again, so this particular thing is called ecotone or edge. ছাত্র ছাত্ৰীসকলে নিশ্চয় এই বিষয়ে অলপ শুনা পাইছে যে দুটা বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ হেবিটেটৰ মাজৰ সংযোগস্থলক আমি এজ বা ইকটন বুলি ক'ব পাৰো হক। আৰু ইয়াতে জৈৱ বৈচিত্ৰ্য নহয়, জৈৱ বৈচিত্ৰ্য আৰু জীৱ বৈচিত্ৰ্য পাৰ্থক্য আছে। জীৱ মানে অৰ্গেনিক বায়োডাইভাৰ্চিটি নহয়, অৰ্গেনিক বায়োডাইভাৰ্চিটি হ'ল জৈৱ, আৰু জীৱ হ'ল জাষ্ট বায়োডাইভাৰ্চিটি। So this is having highest biodiversity, all these things. So these are the ecosystem again. So if you want to restore them, if these are degraded, then what can you do? Similarly, the artificial ecosystem are there, tea garden or pediphyll, all look alike from satellite data. But what can you say about this? So this is not exactly from the picture, but I have witnessed this kind of happening way back in Nameri National Park, nearby Nameri National Park. Not many salt forests were felled, even overnight, I could say, because of some political vendetta. So anyway, so many people were translocated from other side, other parts of this, just leave it there, and just to encroach the area. So all those things that when this happens, what can be done? Many people start doing mustard cultivation like this. So then if the habitat has gone out of control, then actually by nature, nature takes care of itself. So primary succession occurs. So succession, succession is a process by which from the notification, that means when a particular land water body is started from beginning, suppose grass blades will come first. Suppose if it is even we can imagine a riverine island. আমি যদি বালি চাপৰি বা চৰ চাপৰিৰ কথা চিন্তা কৰো তেতিয়া আমি দেখিম আমি যদি বেলেগ উদাহৰণ নলওঁ বালি চাপৰিৰ কথা ভাবিলেই আমি দেখা পাম যে তাত বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ ঘাঁহনি আৰম্ভ হয় আৰু তাৰপিছত এখন বালিচৰৰ পৰা এখন গাঁৱলৈ পৰ্যবেক্ষিত হৈ গৈগৈ তো এই ধৰণৰ যেটো আৰম্ভণি হয় primary succession and it is a natural process, it will go on. However, there could be secondary succession as well. For example, there's particular forests have been the trees have been felled and burned, and shroom cultivation we already know in the northeast India it has been rampant everywhere. And earlier the fallow period, that means after one shroom there would be 30 years gap to come back to the same place and burn and again slash and burn cultivation. So that means the nature had got some time to rejuvenate itself, and that's again this kind of secondary forest. So from an outlook, if you visit a particular forest, you can discriminate between these two, distinguish between secondary forest and primary forest. I did not show you again secondary. Primary forest is there in the earlier I showed you in the forest. So this forest has come up, for example, 20 to 25 years. So this process is coming up. So this is a natural process. Now, where actually we have to intervene this. So again, as Odam has told, it is called ecosystem development. Though it is called succession, but according to Eugene Odam, actually he pointed it out that it could be called ecosystem development. That means from one ecosystem to developing in this unidirectional way. That means development, if we consider development in that way. For example, from the hydrosphere, that means water body. This water body would be transformed into a woodland later on. So it is called climax position. So we already know. So it takes long years actually, long years, and very few people are lucky to witness all these things. If you are monitoring this, for example, in Odam's book, he has got a particular photograph where he had gone earlier and took the photograph. And 30 years later, when he went there, the same place, how it had been transformed into a new habitat or new ecosystem rather. Even I witnessed myself, my friend Vibhok might be here. So we used to work on some wetlands nearby Guwahati University campus, and those wetlands are no more. Those wetlands have been, earlier people used to study already cultivation, but those wetlands now have been replaced by buildings. Of course, this is also anthropogenic intervention. That means sometimes the development process, when the natural process goes on and human activities actually trigger it to some other direction, or sometimes they do in such a way that that particular habitat gets acceleration. ত্বৰান্বিত হৈ যায় আকৌ প্ৰথম যেটো হৈ আছে সেই দিশে আৰু ত্বৰান্বিত যেটো মানুহৰ দৃষ্টিভংগীৰ কাৰণে হওক মানুহৰ কামকাজৰ কাৰণে হওক সোনকালে যেতিয়া আমি যে ঘৰবাৰী কৰোঁ তেতিয়াহলে যেনেকে that was the consideration. Yesterday I heard a lecture from Professor Abhik Gupta. He said in 1897 there was a British officer rather. He surveyed in Western Assam and he measured the wetland, for example, Tamranga and Urpot. These are very big wetlands. Those time it was about 3/4 bigger, and now the size has been reduced to. Why? So it is not necessarily only the natural process. There are other things as well. Siltation is of course natural process. Decaying of vegetations like aquatic vegetations, ultimately it makes the siltation and shrink or depth of the wetland get reduced. However, so this is an example, and it is unidirectional. That means it cannot reverse back from these. It cannot go back like that. So it is like this. So what will happen actually if all these things will be allowed to? For example, we'll be coming back about the grassland ecosystem. So this is the difference between restoration and succession actually. Succession is a process, it will go on like this. But rest, and suppose this is time as the time progresses, succession level will go on from one habitat to another one city to another one, and the ecosystem attributes will be there. But when we intervene here, suppose this is the target, when succession ultimately this is the ultimate goal, where succession will lead one particular ecosystem to a particular another ecosystem climax condition. However, if you do restoration, this could be achieved here only, not you have to wait for this. You have to achieve this, and that means you can reach the target up within in comparatively shorter period of time. However, restoration itself, ecological restoration itself is a very, very slow process if you have to do. So now another thing comes up in succession actually, or in during the process of nudification. That means when a particular area is barren, or suppose a forest is deforested, trees have been felled, or it is burned and doomed. What would happen? The invasive plant species will come up. The exotic invasive plant as well as, or Deshi invasive plant also will come. For example, my PhD scholars like Manavendra Roy Chaudhary and Dr. Biswajit Chukla, both are PhD now. They've worked in Orang National Park, and this is the, for example, Mykinia, Mimosa, and this Germany bone. We call it Germany bone, Dorata. These are there, and see how they infest the grassland ecosystem. So this is the small tree saplings are coming up, but these ultimately will infest everything. So that means grassland would be, as it is predicted, grassland will be ultimately replaced by woodland. So, but actually this is a challenge. What to challenge? That you have to restrict it so that the grassland remain as grassland. Again, yesterday Bibhav Talukdar was telling that if the grassland vanished from in Assam, then rhinoceros would also have been vanished because they are grassland dwellers. Not only rhinoceros, as I have mentioned earlier, there are some facultative species. That means there are grassland dwellers. They cannot live without grassland. For example, Bengal Floric and our pride, then pygmy hog, spit hare, all the species are there which cannot live without grassland. So that I will come back later on. Just I have mentioned here, the invasive plant will be there. Then when there is opening. Sorry? So when there is opening, that means tree canopy there. ল'ৰা-ছোৱালীবিলাকক কৈছো যে গছৰ বৃক্ষৰ যিবিলাক চন্দ্ৰতা আৱৰণ আছে, মানে ডাঙৰ গছবিলাক এনেকৈ আৱৰি থাকে, তাৰ মাজেদি গছ নোহোৱা হৈ যায়, তাৰ মাজেদি পোহৰ সৰকি আহে। পোহৰ সৰকি আহিলে কিছুমান ইনভেচিভ স্পিচিছ আমি মন কৰিম, সকলোৱে যদি মন কৰা দেখিবা যেনেকৈ সৰু সৰু গছ যেনেকৈ জাৰ্মানী বন ওলাই আহে ফটাফট, যিবিলাক জংগল আছিল আগতে। কিন্তু instead of growing the native plants or instead of growing original plant species, these plants come up because they are faster. And that's why they're called invasive. They invade the whole area. So this is a challenge. Now let us talk about restoration ecology. Okay, this is the beginning. The Nitya Natika goal, I mean, then Natakor, Monsayan, or Falak Barok. So, Prothomde, I'm just one thing to cite rest, not only our rest. So, Kiki rest, there is a restoration. So, did you become a Kobo Goyesu? It took a process, there's a particular ecosystem of jibilak originally ingredient upadan কিছুমান আছে সেইবিলাক যদি কাম কৰি থকা নাই সেইবিলাকক কেনেকৈ কাম কৰাব পাৰি আৰু যদি কাৰ্যক্ৰম নাই that they are not functioning, and if they have been functioning, then just to continue them to act more. If those influences were absent, যদি সেইবিলাক influence নাছিলে তেতিয়াহলে আমি প্ৰত্যক্ষভাৱে কেনেকৈ হেতুক ৰেষ্টৰ কৰিব পাৰো. Then another is reclamation. So it may restore a function such as, for example, any of the upadans, jiblak upadan tar ase, like hydrological cycle to tar sthubir hoy goisile. Ami jodi koru, keneকুৱা কৰি যদি কোনো system company vegetation to nasil or khali hoy goisi. Ami jodi afforestation koru. So ইয়াত মন কৰিবলগীয়া কথাটো হ'ল মই সেইফালে গৈ আছো যে বহুতে কালি বিভিন্ন বক্তৃতা মালাত কৈছে যে afforestation is a part of restoration ecology. It is not only the restoration ecological restoration. So afforestation আমি কো over reclamation. The reclamation এটা অংশী there. এই গোটেই প্ৰসেসটো holistic বা ইকোসিস্টেম যেটো আগত পুৰণি যেটো আমি হিষ্টৰী ইকোসিস্টেম বুলি কৈছো, অৰ্থাৎ যেটো সেই জায়গা ধৰা আমি 50 বছৰ আগত কি আছিল সেইটোলৈ যদি আমি আকৌ নিবলৈ ৰূপান্তৰ কৰিব বিচাৰো হওক তেতিয়াহলে সেইটো পৰ্যায়লৈ যাবলৈ reclamation is one of the process, and it is called first step toward restoration. But recovery is again, that means what is recovery? Then when something is happening in an ecosystem and after reclamation, the system restores itself and to some extent it recovers way back what it was earlier. So that's why it is a recovery part. That means ami ko it is already recovering. Suppose our bemar hoi gol, bemar hoar pisot ami elo bhalo le ahisu. So we recover our health. So we have not attained the original health, of course, but we recover it. Similarly, then last one is rehabilitation. It refers to restoring certain aspects of system, but lacks the historic intent of restoration. Rehabilitation পুনর্সংস্থাপন মানে কি আমি কিছুমান সৰু সৰু কাম যেবিলাক সৰু ঠিক নহয় মানে তুলনামূলকভাৱে যেবিলাক অলপ সোনকালে হোৱা কাম সেইবিলাক আমি কৰিব পাৰো কিন্তু সেই পুৰণি কালৰ যেটো কৈছিল ঐতিহাসিক যেটো ইকোসিস্টেম তালৈকে হয়তো আমি ঘূৰি যাব পৰা নাই কিন্তু কিছুমান আমি তাৰ উপাদান আমি এতিয়াও তাত আনিব পাৰিম ধৰক উদাহৰণস্বৰূপে এখন এজা নিজৰা বৈ আছে মই উদাহৰণ পিছলৈ দিম নিজৰা বন্ধ হৈ গৈছিল the particular stream had been almost stopped. And because you have intervened something and the stream has started flowing again. So it is recovering as well as your rehabilitation program is there. So all these fours are necessary for restoration actually. So this four means these three particularly reclamation, recovery and rehabilitation, all these are part of restoration ecology. Well, now in 1999, I would like to tell you a story. Something happened in my life. Life in the sense, I was in Bombay Natural History Society, almost ending up my thesis, PhD thesis actually. And director of Bombay Natural History Society, Dr. Asad Rafi Ramani was my PhD supervisor. So I used to be there in Mumbai for last year almost. So there we have witnessed several lectures in every Thursday evening. So that was a plus point in my life. So I was lucky in that way. And I used to read aloud in the library of BNS. It's very quite rich library. So I got chance to read several theses, several reports as well, besides, of course, research papers. So thesis you cannot say in online form. So it is difficult. But now Shodh Ganga is there. But earlier there was no Shodh Ganga, so we could read. So one gentleman came, named Dr. Professor Andre Clewell, so USA. So he has been a botanist actually. He was graduated in botany, but degree was BA, then MA, so not MSc. But then he did his PhD also in that way. And he's the Provokta ecological restoration. So this particular discipline is of new. That means it started late 80s, 1980s only. So he came in 1999, and that time already he had been engaged with a ecological restoration program in USA, and he delivered a lecture in such a way I was amazed to see how a particular land actually returned to its original form. It is a kind of magic he showed. That means still it is going on. In USA there was a coal mining in Kentucky, I guess maybe. The coal mining was they wanted to seek permission from the government. The government did not allow, but okay, ultimately it agreed to allow it, and there was a condition. They're okay, but you have to revert me back the same thing. Mok ako amar puroni heuz jug hotai dibo lagibo. Kabbi bhakhat. Gotike ঠিক আছে কৰিম কি কৰিম তেতিয়া তেওঁলোকে Andre Clewell সজ্জামাক সহায় কৰক. He is a consultant actually. And ultimately, okay, he took the challenge up that okay, I will revert you back. So when before the mining, they took the photograph as a reference card like this. What was there? Different photographs. And ultimately mining is over because oil was exhausted. Okay, maybe after 15 years or 5 years mining, it is gone. Then what to do? It should not be left unattended. So then Dr. Clewell came in and he ultimately restored it. And he showed the picture, what were taken, suppose maybe I forgot how many years back, 20 years back. And later what he did, same thing, almost, it is kind of magic. So he said it is possible, but it is the patience. It has to take long way. Now, there is you can see ecology restoration ecology. The beauty of English, say do different terms, but actually different meaning. Restoration ecology is a discipline, actually, and is a subject. But when you are going to implement, this is called ecological restoration. So don't be misguided. And this is the journal they have started publishing. So they have got a Society for Ecological Restoration. And he was also president emeritus, and probably he was the founder also. And they have been publishing a journal called Restoration Ecology. So if you go through that journal, but of course not free, of all the issues are not free, then you can understand how many people have been working on this. So So anyway, so this was the beginning. And again, 2005, we witnessed another person, Narayan Desai, Dr. Narayan Desai from Pune. He also came along with Andre Clevel, and we organized a workshop in Aranyak. And Dr. Parthojyoti Das was the convener actually. And then also he delivered a lecture. And ultimately, you already know in Dimoria College, the ecological this subject has been opened up, and there is a MOU understanding with Germany and so on. And ultimately, Dibrugarh University took the affiliation anyway. So if we just go to theoretical part now, so it is very complex one. But what is ecological restoration? So if you say, and I am indebted to my friend or my brother, Dr. Pranjit Sharma, who used to be the head of the geospatial laboratory in Aranyak. Now he is an assistant professor in the Department of Geography, Mangalore College. So we used to give training about GIS application. It was a residential training program, and it lasted more than 3 days continuously. And I was invited actually to deliver a lecture. I didn't know GIS at all, but he said you can mix it up with ecological restoration, how GIS can be a tool to ecological restoration. So then I made these slides because I had already experience with those Clevel and studied, and that it is now, it has in use for your Google College also. So it is said in 1995 by William that a return to former historic condition, or you can say the practice of re-establishing the historic land and communities of a given area or region, and the renewal of the ecosystem, and cultural function, the cultural function that to maintain these communities now and in the future. Bottoman jitu solita byabostha logot milabo lagibo aru purbo agoloyo jate probe. Gotike there are several definitions of ecological restoration. So another definition says in 1992, the return of an ecosystem to a close approximation of its social priority disturbance. Tamane যেতিয়ালৈকে হি হিচাপে আমাৰ ফটো দিছিল আমাৰ কাকজনৰ ওচৰত বঙাইগাঁৱত এনেকৈ আগত এখন অভয়াৰণ্য যদিও এটা প্ৰস্তাৱিত অভয়াৰণ্য এতিয়া অৱশ্যে জংগল হ'ল কিন্তু এনেকুৱা প্ৰায় টকলা পাহাৰ হৈ গৈছিল সেইটো টকলা পাহাৰ হোৱাৰ আগলৈকে তাত যেনেকুৱা আছিল সেইটো প্ৰায়ৰ টু ডিষ্টাৰ্বেন্স সেই কণ্ডিশ্যনলৈ আনিব পৰাটোকে বা সেই ধৰণৰ অৱস্থালৈ বা নিয়াৰ এবাউট টু ইট আনিব পৰাটোকে ইকোলজিকেল ৰেষ্টৰেশ্যন বুলি কোৱা হয় কিন্তু that Society of Ecological Restoration definition has got something else. So they say it in 1995, the board of directors, they have said that ecological restoration is the process of renewing and maintaining ecosystem health. So they gave importance to the ecosystem health. Then when the ecosystem is healthy, then you have to have all the ingredients there. So when it is not healthy, that means you are losing some of the elements out of it. So that just by ecosystem health, they try to let us know everything. However, again, this has been changed in 2001. So it is the almost latest definition. They said ecological restoration is the process, again, assisting the recovery. I have already told the recovery of an ecosystem that has been degraded, damaged, or destroyed. So recovery is one of the processes, as I already mentioned earlier, like rehabilitation, reclamation, recovery. So they said, what is the difference between these two? Earlier they said, is the process of renewing and maintaining ecosystem. Ecosystem renew কৰাটো পুনৰ নৱীকৰণ কৰাটো ইয়াত কি কৈছে যে ৰিকভাৰী আকৌ তেওঁলোকক পুনৰ অৱস্থা বহাল আনিবলৈ কাৰণে যিখিনি কৰা হৈছে সেইটো তো ঠিক নহওক এই কাকজনে বনাঞ্চলতো আমি কিছুমান ছাত্ৰ-ছাত্ৰী লৈ গৈছিলো হক এটা সৰু ৰাস্তা এই দুটা যদি আমি পুনৰ অৱস্থালৈ আনিব পাৰো তেতিয়াহলে it is kind of ecological restoration. Now how to restore, this is a question. So attempts to return an ecosystem is to historic trajectory from the history, and the trajectory it should go to one direction. So general direction and boundaries of trajectory can be established through combined knowledge. So what is knowledge actually? That means you have to have the knowledge of the previous one, careful and systematic planning and monitored approach towards ecosystem recovery. Ecosystem recovery যদি আমি কৈছো ইমান সহজ নহয় কাৰণ এইটো কৰিব লাগিলে এটা ধৰণৰ প্ল্যানিং লাগিব পৰিকল্পনা লাগিব আৰু জুনিয়ৰ ডিজাইন লাগিব. If you don't have this, and before that you should have the combined knowledge. It is very important. Ever himself was a botanist and say all the vascular plants you have to grow fast because ultimately vegetation, as I told you, efforts for reclamation, vegetation is actually the habitat of other animals as well. So when you start seeing the vegetation grow, automatically it will be reclaimed in such a way the animals also will migrate, the animals also will be established there. So, but what plants to restore it? How, what kind of? So indigenous one. That means it should consist of removing or modifying a specific disturbance. That is called recovery. যদি মানুহৰ কিছুমান হৈ আছে যেনে গছ কটা বন্ধ কৰিব লাগিব এইটো চলি আছিলে সেইটো ডিস্টারবেন্স তো আকৌ যদি ফৰেষ্ট ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট তাত একে ধৰণৰ গলি হৈছে যেনে সেগুন ওকে আৰু এটা মই মাজতে কৈ থাকোঁ বহুত আমি বৃক্ষৰোপণ কৰিছো এইটো বহুত ভুল কথা বৃক্ষ মানে গছ এটা ডাঙৰ গছটো ৰুব পৰা নাযায় গছ পুলিহে ৰোপণ কৰে নহয় জানো এই কাগজে পত্ৰে আমি সদায় বৃক্ষৰোপণ বুলি ভুল কৰি থাকোঁ গতিকে যদি আমি সেগুনৰ পুলি ৰুওঁ অকল মনোকালচাৰ হৈ যায় then it is also not good. So deliberate reintroduction of native species এখানে আমার ইয়াত নাছিলে actually the segun or teak plants are actually imported from Myanmar in 1960s actually just to that policy was that time different just to make the timber so much timber and that's why that is the forest was counted in terms of how many logs you have produced like this. So we have to give the indigenous species only and we have to eliminate the harmful or invasive species. As I already mentioned, which are the invasive species? It could be exotic or alien or it could be native and whatever. It should remove all these things. So these are the part of restoration actually. So as I told you, the segun or ghost kismane asile amar ekjon BC porjoga chhatroda ami etu goti to survey korisilu and you can see the Cobalonodon that is the Eupatreum or Jamari bono te moddhe ahi gol jeto khali hoy gol khali hoar loge loge iote agbari gol. So how to do reference? The reference mane amar hey reference mane literature reference boli koa nai reference je if suppose level has given the authority or the responsibility to make to restore the original place prior to acquiring, then he had known it and that's why the photograph had been taken. But when suppose a particular wetland is almost silted and you never know what had been there, you could try to get the photograph of course, but if you don't have, then what could you do? So those things you never had done yourself, but you can get it from some historical events. So that's why ecological descriptions you had earlier collected. It is least if you have map, whatever the space may it be, flora or fauna, you can collect. Then historical and recent aerial and ground level photography, you could take the help of GIS as well. Then in terms of the site to be restored, indicating previous physical conditions and biota. আগত তাত কি ধৰণৰ আছিল আৰু কেতিয়াবা কি হয় আমাৰ তাৰ কাখৰ যদি এই ধৰণৰ এনেকুৱা থাকে তেতিয়া সেইটো ৰেফাৰেন্স আমি ল'ব পাৰোঁ যেনে ধৰি লওক কাইলৈ আমাৰ ওৰাঙৰ গ্ৰাছলেণ্ড একেবাৰে নহয় হৈ গ'ল নেক্সট গ্ৰাছলেণ্ড ক'ত আছে কাজিৰঙাত আছে কাজিৰঙা গ্ৰাছলেণ্ডখন কেনেকুৱা if we want to get it back so Kaziranga could be a reference for the Orang National Park likewise so reference could be this also so I'm indebted to my friend Ashok Dey. On the other day, he sent me these photographs in WhatsApp. Earlier also, I had received it. Then I said to him, okay, restore it. It could be of use. And see, I have used it. So, in 1857, Guwahati, this is the GS Road, Khanapara, Ako, Purone Pan Bazar, nostalgia. Okay, spor, Smriti Katorota. এইটো শুক্ৰেশ্বৰ ঘাটৰ মন্দিৰ কিয় আছে কিন্তু নদীখন কেনেকুৱা আছিল শুক্ৰেশ্বৰ মন্দিৰ আৰু কাছাৰী ঘাটৰ আমাৰ খ্ৰীষ্টিয়ান যিটো পানবাজাৰৰ চাৰ্চ আছিল কিন্তু if we want to revert back in this direction was it good so another question is so restoration ecology does not necessarily mean that you would be reverting back to the backward direction that is also another dilemma you have to face it so it does not necessarily mean so that's why I told you theory and practice. If by theory you can understand, okay, I have to get it back what it was before 50 years, fine. But are you restricting it? Suppose already development process has been started. So those development process, if these are good for humankind, you have to restore them that way. But you have to block the adverse effects. That means what you did not want to, that bad elements have already inserted in. Those elements you did not want to, that only. কিন্তু আমি যদি আকৌ পুৰণি দিন গুচি যাওঁ আমি আকৌ গৰু গাড়ী চলাব লাগিব আমাৰ এই পুৰণি ঘাটেং ঘুটং চিটি বাছ বশিষ্ঠলৈ গৈছিলো সৰুকালত এখনেই চিটি বাছ আহে 2 ঘণ্টা পাঠচাই থাকক তাৰপিছত যাব সেই দিনলৈ উভতি গ'লেতো নহ'ব কিন্তু সেইকাৰণে আমি চাব লাগিব যে কোনটো আমি এৰিয়া ৰেষ্টৰ কৰিব বিচাৰো কেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ কৰিব বিচাৰো চ' এইটোৰ কাৰণে আৰু এটা এক্সাম্পল আছিলে যে চ'ৰ্চ অফ ইনফৰমেশ্যন বাই ৰেফাৰেন্স কেনেকুৱা হ'ব পাৰে এইটো দাৰ্জিলিঙৰ ফটো ইক'লজিকেল ডিছকাশ্যন এণ্ড স্পেচিছ লিষ্ট অফ চিমিলাৰ ইনটেক্ট ecosystem moi ologate koisu je kakhot jodi kono ecosystem thake ba you go to museum to take the herbarium sheets and study those specimens there. Then historical accounts and the stories by persons familiar. So you can take the oral history also. You can ask the some aged person, for example, in 80 years old woman is there. So you can ask the aita agot kene go asile. So this also is a kind of method. Professor K.C. Malhotra in Statistical Institute of India actually had implemented this kind of thing just to record the climate change. For example, you may not have those past historical data of climate, but you can ask the old people and recollection method. That means you can ask little bit reference card. It is not necessarily exactly this was the temperature that time. They cannot say, of course, but you can say that what the rainfall was more or less. Whether rainfall started in month of May or now it is started in July, whether it is 2 months gap or not. Those things you can ask. So paleological evidence also is there. So you can, these are of course not so easy for us. That's why again reference ecosystem the Society of Ecology Restoration the reference ecosystem can serve as the model for planning, a point of advanced development that lies somewhere along the trajectory of the restoration. One or several specified sites could be. The reference site not necessarily be the one, but it could be different. So reference sites should also be there by which you can fix your goal, that we are going to that goal only. We are going to that direction. Yet I am indebted to again Dr. Pranjit Sharma for this map. So he is a GIS specialist, probably in the, of course, in Assam and in the country as well. And he did this kind of thing. For example, this is the map in 1991, and this is the map of 2004. You can check the change. This it was red does not mean Russell Hoto Kosu, and a map the FCC map will cover false image actually. So a Ronga Asolo Heugia, Ronga Mane, Sig Hon or no. If you this thing, then if you check this in 2004, this area gone. So Ekanoposon Kiesele, Priata the Hokot, this has been gone. So আমাক GIS tool ecological restoration ক্ষেত্ৰতো আমাক ইমপ্লিমেন্ট কৰাৰ কাৰণে সহায় কৰিব পাৰে। গতিকে এইবিলাক আমি সহজে লব পাৰো ৰেফাৰেন্স হিচাপে। তেনে আৰু ইৰোজন দাৰ্জিলিঙত যেতিয়া হৈছিল এইটোৰ কাৰণে মই প্ৰাঞ্জিতৰ শলাগ ল'ব লাগিব। মাৰ্চ 1998 কেনেকুৱা ইৰোজন হৈছিল, মানে খহনীয়া কেনেকুৱা হৈছিল আৰু পিছলৈ এইটো কেনেকুৱা খহনীয়া 2004 চনত কেনেকুৱা হ'ল এটা দেখক। So this can be also called reference card. So whatever they have not tell, say SER. So I just told, okay, fine, we can do it ourselves. So the Aranok, when he was in Aranok, so he has maintained this kind of. Then how to monitor? Now problem is then when you do ecological restoration, so you have to monitor this also. How this spring, which was almost stopped, now it started flowing or not. So what kind of parameters? Tamane jodi konobai itu gobokhana koribo pare, temor kintu bochor par hoi jabo. So how to do this? Because a particular project may be run for 20 years. Not possible. But you can have the trajectory, as I told you. You can record a trend. Suppose in first year, what is happening? Second year, what is happening? How many online flora have been added to? And what kind of physical variations are occurring? Those you can monitor. Not every year, maybe every, whatever time interval you fix, you can do. Some plants you have to monitor maybe every week. For example, climbers go faster. And during different seasons, the increased rate is also different. So this success criteria can also be monitored. So 3 studies are there: direct comparison, attribute analysis, and residual analysis. This one attribute analysis means it is complex. That's why I did not tell. There are about 9 attributes by SER, Society of Ecological Restoration, have suggested 9 attributes you have to take care of when you are doing restoration ecology or ecological restoration. That means 9 attributes you have to check. And that's why you can monitor on the basis of these 9 attributes. You can analyze those attributes and also direct comparison. What happened earlier, you can take the photograph, you can take the other measurements, other data like this. Now again, coming to Professor Clavel. So he, in the recent publication in 2015, he has written a paper. Actually, I have gone through that, and he said that actually his quotation. That's why he started the sentence like a practitioner. I put restoration practitioner. So restoration practitioner, they don't actually restore ecosystem. They only facilitate plant and animal interactions that are necessary for ecosystem recovery. So again, what the definition they had adopted in 2001, similar line they are telling. That means an ecosystem we all know the plants and animals interactions with there, and also with their abiotic elements like all the minerals, all the carbon dioxide, everything. So the practitioner has to facilitate actually. You have to aggravate whatever there. You need not to do all those things. So that the plant element, the parag hongjok, the pollination has been almost stopped because there are no pollinators. They have already killed. You already know the wildlife meat market in China, even. So everything they move except a plane or motor, they kill and eat. What moves? So it is flies or wasps, whatever. So they kill every species of birds as well. So whenever they find a bird, oh, very interesting, like this. So some birds also are good pollinators. Some bees are pollinators, you already know. And bees, particularly bees, are given the topmost priority with a recently published analysis. Only bees are top priority. If you have been gone, then Earth will go on. Manu noha hole prithibi chole thakibo. Kintu probably jibla moumakhi ba bee jatiyo jibla prani jodi noha hoy prithibi shesh hoye jabo. Karon paragjog, fertilization. So ki kore teologe দুটা ফুলৰ মাজত একে সংযোগ কৰাৰ কাৰণে তেওঁলোকে হাতেৰে কৰিবলগীয়া হৈছে manually. So it has again effort by human resources and money. So many things are there. So this facilitation had to be done. Again, he reiterated that we don't restore ecosystems. Rather, we facilitate the resumption of natural processes. That means natural process to hoi asile, etu bondo hoi goise kiba karonot, jikono karonete nohok, manuhor karonete hobo pare or different other reasons. So that ecosystem can adapt to contemporary and modern conditions. So whatever contemporary conditions are there, they have to adapt it. Another kotha mon koribo lagiya, bahut kotha chinta koribo lagibo. If we just go through the books and go through the literature, it will. But you have to always think of succession. So succession had started. Suppose maybe again I am telling you 100 years back, already and porn had started succession and it has been to something else. If you want to revert it back to a porn, then it is another issue. However, if you want in midway, that means you have a reference card. The reference card, you have to have another reference card. That means, suppose after 50 years, 100 years, 50 years, 20 years, 10 years. If you have several reference cards, then you can say, okay, we want to restore them a bit 50 years back, not necessarily 100 years back. If we go back towards again earlier conditions, whether it will be good for us or not, that has also be taken a good decision. So, এইবিলাক কথা চিন্তা কৰিবলগীয়া আছে। যিকি নহওক, এতিয়া আমি আহিম কিছুমান বেলেগ কথা লৈ, যেনেকৈ এটা সৰু উদাহৰণ দিছো আই নদী, যে বঙাইগাঁৱৰ অঞ্চলেদি বৈ যোৱা এখন বিউটিফুল নদী, কিন্তু এসময়ত এইটো হৈ গৈছিল। সেই সময়ত দুৰ্ভাগ্যজনক ভাৱেই হওক বা সৌভাগ্যবশতঃ হওক মই সেইফালে গৈ থকা অৱস্থাত মই এখন ফটো তুলিছো। আই নদী শুকাই গৈছিল। এইটো বিৰল ফটোগ্ৰাফ আৰু এইখন কল্পনা কৰিব নোৱাৰা, কিন্তু এতিয়া আই নদী আকৌ how আই নদী was restored back, because actually there was a flood and the river's course changed it, and they changed in such a way that it has devastated to other extent. Now later on the next year, the authority has stopped it because they have blocked the channel and made the course to move original direction. Then immediately after 2 years, it started flowing back to this. So it is also a kind of restoration. Or G2 channel, now it has become wetland and people started doing fishery. So what I mean to say, the restoration ecology not necessarily is a process or discipline, but ecology restoration not necessarily could be a very long process. So that also has not been told by SER. So what I am thinking that we can think of our way, we can think of in our direction, we can think of our ecosystem, everything. That means and it is said, it could be not exactly according to their definition, it could be a reclamation, or it could be, as I told you, there is a rehabilitation program actually. It is a rehabilitation exactly. But restoration so that means just by within 2 years, it started again flowing. Okay. So that doesn't mean that we have to think about, okay, we have to do ecology restoration, we have to wait for 20 years. Not necessarily. So anyway, so I just bring your attention, as I told you, Restoring Ecology is a journal, famous journal, and an issue of April 2021, very recent issue. And I have got this paper. It is a synthesis paper that been review article, The Present and Future of Grassland Restoration. So in this article, they have said table C. So how many publications have been published in terms of restoration of forest? 10,000 above, river 8,000, and grassland only 3,000, and heathland only last 135. So if you notice, the maximum ecological restoration has been given emphasis to the forest ecosystem. And easily you can understand, every day, yesterday also many people have been saying in different lectures that we have to rejuvenate our forest, we have to plant, of course. So we have to be, and forest is a very, very good ecosystem in such a way that if you restore a forest, then probably it will give you so many other things as well. If you, forest ecosystem engulfs itself so many things within it, so that if you able to restore a particular forest ecosystem, ultimately it will be giving you so many blessings. So anyway, so this is how people are more interested to do forest restoration, ecological restoration than river also in European countries. But Bharatborkhot amar kambila kishon kom hoise. Tothapi kishon udaharon ase jeneke Natarajan technology korisile, then Combator, they try to revive. So they are engineers actually. As I told you, it is a ecological engineering. So I met one person, his name was Matthew from France. He came along with Narayan Desai. He himself, ecological engineer. That means this restoration, ecological restoration, you need engineer as well, the bioengineer, or you can say ecological engineer, how to do this. Suppose a particular river was flowing like this, you just want to turn it back in such a way so that the water will be coming this side and the plants will grow. So it is an engineering thing. So they have reverted back wetland in Coimbatore, then Babu and his company, they try to do. It is a very interesting work actually, Lantana and Weighted Landscape in Corbett. As I already mentioned, our research scholar, Dr. Manandar Raichaudhuri, had also done in Orang how to do this in case of Mykinia and Mimosa. And we have recommended some things, but actually we did not do because it is required so many effort and time by the forest department as well. And they could do it possible how to lantana camera. So Satosity Korisulu lantana camera as Google Marisale Hall, lantana camera, Latin name, with Guful or Sopale invasive species. That has been already invaded in many forests in India. So they try to do ecology restore. And are to Bikhat Holki, Andhra Kiswan is mangrove restoration they did, mangrove forest, Hundari Gosar Bonanson. And Chilika was actually, then ultimately Chilika was a big wetland and it was called Ramsar site. But actually it was not, because of those something happened. And they ultimately could be able to restore it back because of salinity and biodiversity was revived back. So those are some examples, but there are many. Now, if you go through some papers, you can come across it. And some are short-lived, or maybe within a short span of time, they try to do restoration, and some are still. Long restoration projects are not implemented yet, as so many. Now, recently, Government of India has declared the rejuvenation. What rejuvenation? Punor, Juvakaran. Tenuga. Jivitokaran. Terakhon Nodi. 13 rivers, including Brahmaputra. Yesterday, Professor Abhigata was telling, this has been implemented actually. In his crores of rupees have flown through the river of Ganga. And not so easy to say actually. Anyway, but I would be going to tell you one story. Okay? So, kahini mein twist hai. So, let us go to the next kahini. There's one example that I am proud to say about because I have been there. And that's why like Araboli Biodiversity Park, there is a Yamuna Biodiversity Park also. It is also a successful story. But I went there twice when it was very new and when, maybe 3 years back, I also visited this. And that's why I want to say, because two of my elder friends, Dr. Shah Hussain and my sister Aisha Sultana, Dr. Aisha Sultana, both husband and wife, they have been working there. And they graduated from Wildlife Science Department of Aligarh Muslim University, and they also got PhD from the same department. And I also did my PhD from Aligarh Muslim University. So we are alumni. And that's why I know everything. And I requested them, okay, you supply your presentation and all those things. So they supplied me the photographs as well as PPT. And that's why I have made it, thanks to them. So it is the location in Delhi. Can you imagine in Delhi, see, Yamuna Nadi was there, but Araboli Biodiversity Park, which was not like this. So they had a huge Herculean task and they have very desperate project like this. So they started, it was like this, see, in 2004. And they started in plantation in 2005. And see the magic. See the magic now. Okay. So if Delhi can do, why not in Assam? So I still remember my professor Parimal Chandra Bhattacharya used to say us, why are you crying? Kiyo kandi ase tomator gos bai khei gol naki? He said like this, why? You still have rainfall, you still have humidity, if you have still temperature, you just put it will grow itself. আমি দেখিছো যে আমাৰ জংগলত আমাৰ এইটো সুবিধা আছে যে আমি যদি একো নকৰো, this is called passive restoration, okay? passive restoration প্ৰক্ৰিয়া। আমি একো কৰিব নালাগে, আমি যদি জাস্ট প্ৰটেকশ্যন দিওঁ নিজে নিজে হ'ব, হয়তো দিল্লীতকৈ সোনকালে হ'ব। গতিকে it is just arid zone, this is called very arid zone, but in arid zone they could do all those things. So I'll go different photographs. See, the road was there, is nothing else, only Prosopis juliflora, there's a Kaitia Jopoha Blakasil, and now see all those things have been changed. And how did you do? There's the plantation. As I told you, it is part of restoration. That I already told you that is afforestation is not necessarily is a ecological restoration, but is a process of ecological restoration. So they implemented doing this. And see, and another thing, as I told you, Professor Clavel also said, you have to do something mystic. You can do something with the ecosystem. As I told you, I shown you the slide that if you let it grow itself, just giving protection, if of course it will do succession. That means naturally it will go a slow process. But if you want to do it or get it faster, then you have to do something else. You have to do some ecological engineering. So they did it. So they prune the branches to get more sunlight on it. Okay. So that they're correct or wrong, this is another issue. But they did this kind of thing so that they could grow more plants. And see, this was already there, and probably I had witnessed this kind of thing. Moram Wind Pit was there, and now this developed like this. And that's some interesting photographs I can show. Barren area it was, and now developed a deciduous corridor forest. And again, barren edges of the ditch was there. And see, now it has become a very good corridor. Okay. And Bhutia community, that means Bhutia means, you know, Polak gos, Polak full ase, Bhutia Monosperma is there, Bhutia all this. And see, I remember still, I had been to this place called Range Field. They say Range Land or Range Field. It was like this. I still remember I went there, and just after this particular place, the huge area where they wanted to become a grassland area. Now see, in the 100 acres land, now it grows about 25 grass species, and these species, all the grass drilling species have come back. And even the black-breasted weaver bird. Interesting. This is not so easy to see. So the habitat was just like this, and they could do this. And again, this Prosopis juliflora, this is actually the signature species in all arid zone in Rajasthan, Delhi, even in part of Gujarat. Even sometimes because of this thorn, the cattle also get, harmed by this. And now this Prosopis juliflora land has been transformed into most deciduous forest. Of course, you may not get evergreen forest in Delhi, but you can. Again, another pit you can see, as I already shown you, and now see wetland. Can you believe it? They have made it. That means the wetland is there, and that's why I witnessed how Asha took me to show the orchid. They could grow orchid and the lot many butterflies. So orchid you cannot imagine in Delhi. So barren degraded area, they moved and they become this kind of area. So we are taking examples of USA and European countries, but here in India it is going on like this. But difference is, for example, yesterday I saw in TV, many program is coming up that for last 15 years people are doing, and people have grown up so many things. Of course, these are all praiseworthy work. Ami prokhanga koru. Kintu tat ghotna ase. These are not in systematic way they have been doing. Of course, people intention is very good. They have done very great job preventing trees. What kind of plants you are going to grow? Probably difference. For example, I would like to tell you a story. There is a huge grassland beside the river Brahmaputra. বহুত দূৰলৈকে আমি এনেকৈ ঘাঁহনি মাজেৰে গৈছিলো, দুবৰি মাজেৰে গৈছিলো। তাত আমাৰ লগত কিছুমান সহযোগী মানুহ গৈছিল। তেওঁলোকে আমি ভাবিছো ছাৰ ইয়াতে গছ ৰুই দিম। কেলে? বিকজ গছ ৰুলে কি হ'ব, চৰাই আহিব মানে খবৰদাৰ এইটো নকৰিব। কাৰণ যে দুবৰি ঘাঁহবিলাক আছে তাত চৰিবলৈ বাহিৰত ৰাজহাঁহবিলাক আহে, সিহঁতে দুবৰি ঘাঁহ খায়। আপুনি গছ লগাই দিলে এইটো জংঘল হৈ যাব, সেইটো এই ইক'চিষ্টেমটো নাথাকিব। ফলত কি হ'ব, সেই হাঁহ আকৌ চৰিবলৈ নাহে। ফলত আমি হয়তো নেজানি আমাৰ অজ্ঞাত হাৰে আমি কিছুমান ভুল কৰি থাকো তো মই ক'ব খুজিছো this is the particular case of ecological restoration where they have monitored everything, they have documented. So we do, of course we need the help of public first, fine, their intention is good and you can do, but documentation is lacking. So I'll be giving some example later on. So now Orchid Conservatory is there. They have done butterfly conservatory, so more than 100 species of butterflies. Aisha is from the butterfly, so she has recorded. And see, I have visited this area and I saw the orchid was growing there. Medicinal plant hub and see data. So this is important actually if you do the project called ecological restoration. So if you see the comparison between 2005 to 2021, you make a graph, you can say like this, how it is growing up and up. Plants, even the aquatic plants was not there because no water body was there. They made water body and ultimately it grew. Mammals, and now they have got even the hornbill. The oriental pipe hornbill is to come every year. Now they have pitta. Okay, the pitta has not been found there earlier. And now see how many species of everywhere. Now from 13 species of guys when they started, 100 species. Well done, Aisha and Shabai. So they have done a great job, and that's why it is an example that how ecology restoration can be possible. And as I told you, now different people come to their park for educational excursion, as well as the different tourists from abroad also come, and even the forest officers from different parts of the country, even to India, they come and visit. And Dr. Shah Hussain, and they go tour around this thing. And Aisha, my sister, she also actually good bird watcher. Actually, she had done her PhD in Ranikhet long back up in the Himalayas. She did her PhD, and he also did PhD in Ranikhet in the top temporal or alpine zone. Actually, they did very good work in doing bird work. So it is very good work. So Aisha also delivered a lecture how this has been transformed into this. So now they have given me one thing, Siri, this one, this virtual tour. So now because of COVID lockdown, they started that you can do virtual tour. That means you need not to come, but you send this email to this area. So A should be yes. So Aravalli Biodiversity Park in. So yes, I forgot. CO should be there, co.in. Then if you from a college or from an institute or from an NGO, if you request them, then they would give you a lecture. That means they will, like this, what I am delivering now, they will take a virtual excursion in the park. Then you can understand a bit more. So if you want to do this kind of ecological restoration nearby or in your area, I would recommend you should go through this virtual tour. To understand this, you can ask a lot of questions to them. So what can we do also? Examples. Now we come back to our own area. If you look at the map created by Dr. Panjit Sharma again, and see our conditions, ki durobastha amar, koto nai, gos gosuni, kol yate ase, Karbi Anglong kisman ase, kol ikhin ase, ikhin ase. So I kagoja patra kintu bahut ase, kintu ei sobi to kotha GIS cannot be misleading you. So you can give you a lot many documents by so many things you can claim, but actually real picture is like this. So nowadays they try to do some elephant corridor from here to here. So many gaps are there. Now elephant could be migrating from here to here. And elephant is a huge animal. They need big area to migrate from one particular area to another one, actually. And they could do. They ultimately used to go through these to the Myanmar, to Thailand. And again, they come back after 12 years. So there is a good book by Nirmal Ghosh. I have read it. It is a very good book, Lord of Jungle. If you read it, it is a kind of novel. You can understand the elephant ecology. Now, how do elephants come back? When the elephants came back after 12 years, they said there's a road made in Kaziranga, which was not there. So accordingly, elephants were thinking like this. Anyway, now I would like to give you an example. For example, yesterday there was a wrong news published in Amarason. That means in Chotaki plantation, this is a world record. That the villagers actually did plant. So I achieved this photograph from Vikramjan Roy and courtesy to NDTV. And it was a world record, that Guinness World Record actually, that how many people did plantation with the aegis of district administration. That time DC was Manibandhan. So now what happened? So I myself was misconception. Then I thought, okay, all those things happened. Means we already just given example of plantation, but we don't monitor, we don't take care of this. মানে ওকে গছপুলি ৰুই থাকোতে সবে গুৰুত্ব দিয়ে, কিন্তু গছপুলি ৰোৱাৰ পিছত কিমান বাচিল মৰিল কোনো খবৰ নাৰাখে। যেনেকুৱা কিছুমান কলেজে ঘোষণা কৰে আমাৰ ইমানটা 6 জনে ষ্টাৰ পাইছে, 7 জনে ষ্টেণ্ড কৰিছে, কিন্তু কেইজনে ফেইল কৰিছে কোনেও নকয়। কিছুমান ভাল কলেজ আছে অসমৰ নামজ্বলা কলেজ, তেওঁলোকে সেই পৰীক্ষাটো কেতিয়াও নকয়। য'ত 80% নহলে ষ্টুডেণ্ট এডমিশ্যন ল'ব নোৱাৰে, তাত 3rd ডিভিজনো পায়, ফেইলো কৰে। কেলে ভালটোতো আমি সদায় ঠিক কৰি লওঁ। গতিকে এইটো হ'ল ইফ ইউ হেভ এ সাইন্টিফিক মেন্টালিটি দেন ইউ উইল আস্ক ফৰ দোজ ষ্টেটিষ্টিক্স এজ ৱেল। আমি সদায় নাচি বাগি থাকো যে আমাৰ ইমানটা ষ্টেণ্ড কৰিলে, খুব ধুনীয়া ভাল কথা, ফেইল কেইজনে কৰিলে তাৰ খবৰটো কোনেও নাৰাখে। ঠিক তেনেকুৱা কিন্তু তাত দেখা গ'ল যে মই কিছুমান দেখিছিলো যে কিছুমান ৰাস্তাৰ কিনাৰত থকা কিছুমান জংঘল সেই নোহোৱা হৈ গৈছিল। So I wrote an article and said, okay, what they had done world record, it was not there. But again, I was told by Dharmaranjan Rai and my friend Prantik Ranjan Jai, no sir, it is happening. Late, only a few days back, they visited and see what they planted in 2008 in some part. They actually planted 3 places. So one place is still there intact. In 2021, after almost 15 years, they see this kind of jungle has been created there. So it could be possible, as I told you, but nobody is recording. Only they have been sending the video clips to the DC, now is a commissioner in Assam government. But as I told you, that's why I tried to give the task to Prantik Ranjan and the team, that you can do now monitoring this. You can do some project on the year, how from what happened. Now from 2021 onwards, if you monitor this, we can also do ecological restoration and see what is happening. Should we do some recovery plan? Should we have to do some reclamation work? And how to do faster, how to make it faster, we can do it. Another example recently, again, another record has been made. And Karsi Dharmaranjan Rai is our elder brother Prantik. He is also, he did masters in botany actually, but he is now a journalist in Protidin. So he has given me the picture. So all the people, a mass plantation has been done. So again, the problem again, the Kakojana, earlier I showed you the photograph, already deforested. Now if we build this thing, fine. Hopefully the monsoon is there and these all saplings will grow up. But we have to do the monitoring for who will do it. The program whole সমস্যাটো তাতেই হ'ল যে আমি যদি এতিয়া এইটো এটা মই ক'ব খুজিছোঁ যিটো 2021 চনৰ পৰা যোগ কৰিম সেইটো বেলেগ, আৰু যিটো আৰম্ভণি হ'ল এইটো যদি আমি এতিয়াৰ পৰা কৰোঁ, somebody should take the care of. I'm not saying offering myself first, but somebody. That means we can do a project right from here to see how is it happening in Kakujana. So we can write a project proposal to the government of Assam, wherever we have been taking the initiative, that how is it growing, how the monitoring can be done. Not only those plants which are growing up, but also the grasses coming up. What else? What the other, suppose butterfly is coming up or not? What any animal coming up or not? Those things could be a good example for ecological restoration in Kakujana. Let us do it. Now, last example I will give you. Already, the passive restoration. For example, this is Kanglikatar streamlet, and flows from the Bhairabachura hills. And I have told this story several times in several locations, in several podium. There is the story about Shankarkula village. But I am taking out only one thing. This Kanglikati river stream ultimately drains to Doloni Bill, and Doloni Bill is connected to the river Brahmaputra. These already dried up. And what they do, these villagers, particularly some youth, actually they gathered together and they did conserve this area themselves without the help of forest department. They just conserve those forested areas and they did not do anything. That means it's called passive restoration. They did not do, they just gave protection. And ultimately when the trees grew up, the Kanglikati revived again and it started flowing again. So it is also kind of restoration. So it is also a good example. So if we do something else, what can it be possible? So you need, this is a science actually, we should not do, যধে মধে আমি একো কৰি আসলতে ঠিক নহব, নিখনদেহে গছপুলি ৰোপণ কৰাটো খুবেই উচিত কাম, কিন্তু ক'ত কেনেকৈ ৰুব লাগিব আমি যদি 81 লগে, সেইদিনাখন ডক্টৰ ৰূপ মিশ্ৰ এটা আৰ্টিকেল লিখিছে আমাৰ অসমত, তেওঁ এষ্টেকৰ তেওঁ মুৰব্বী আছিলে, ডিৰেক্টৰ হৈ এতিয়া আকৌ অসম অভিযান্ত্ৰিক মহাবিদ্যালয়ত অধ্যাপনা কৰিবলৈ লৈছে, তেওঁ সি একে কথা কৈছে, প্লেণ্টেশ্যনৰ নামত we have planted acacia. Why? Acacia grows faster because social forestry needs record. They have to show it, okay, we have planted so many things and we have made green. We have planted eucalyptus. We have planted all the monocultures. Actually, we have to know what should be done. So we have to take, it is an umbrella subject, we have to take help of everything. So in conclusion, what we can say, it is a, ecological restoration is a implementation of restoration ecology. You have to understand the two words. And it is the multidimensional science. and it involves so many science background people. It's a mixture of arts and science as well, because you have to give the cultural backgrounds. What people used to take from this jungle, for example, medicinal plants, they can extract wild edible plants out of it. What they used to find it out earlier. You may not have the records, but if you go to the villagers, you can ask what wild edible vegetables they used to collect from that. That is your reference card. So that means you have to involve those people as well. So you have to involve ecological engineers, you have to botanists, you have to involve wildlifers, so many people, geographers, everything. And collective effort, it will revert back the ecosystem degradation. So ecosystem degradation is just opposite word of ecosystem development in faster rate. That means we can do it faster rate because we cannot no longer. Now UN has declared 10 years, 1 decade for restoration, or ecological restoration. So if we start implementing doing this, so what result we can achieve with 10 years? So if you want to achieve a restoration in a particular area, maybe a wetland, not necessarily forest. Suppose we want to revive back the Solar Bill in Guwahati. Okay, Deepor Bill in its original picturesque position, serene beauty. Then what we could do? So all those things, if you want, we have to have the faster rate because we already have lost so many things. We just cannot let nature take its own course in that way. Sometimes we have to intervene in positive angle. Then implementation is slow, of course, but well-directed process to achieve the goal. It is well-direction, which means trajectory we have to mention. We have to maintain the goal and so that it is always going up and up and up. As I already shown the table, then the biodiversity is going up and up. Increase of biodiversity, not retreating back. However, though it is a basic principle remains the same, the case-specific ecological restoration has to be implemented in different cases. As I already mentioned, suppose in Assam it will be different, in Delhi it is different. And also, what are you going to do? Are you going to revive a forest? Are you going to revive a wetland? Are you going to let flow again a stream or river? So everything, everywhere case is different. So I always tell these things to other students as well. The biotest is again a tool, but you have to know where to be implemented correctly. Same test you cannot apply. So you have your kidney implementation, that what I am doing there. Same formula, it's not a formula that you can put everywhere and it will do it. So you have to have thorough knowledge, and knowledge will be gained only by study. So we have to have a pilot study before. We have to have the study in the reference card. That is where in a particular area which has not been, we are still having the old elements. So maybe we can go there, we can do survey, we can understand what is happening there, similar, and then we can implement those. So it requires study. It is not like you can do everything. So, and people participate. Manor জনসমাগমৰ বাহিৰে মানে জনসংযোগৰ ভিতৰতে এইটো কাম কৰা সম্ভৱ। গতিকে মানুহৰ সাহায্য লাগিব, গণমাধ্যমৰ সাহায্য লাগিব, চৰকাৰতো লাগিবই, কাৰণ এইটো this kind of money is involved also. If you want to do a big project, you need money. So data সংস্থা লাগিব, আৰু যদি আমি নিজাভাৱে কিছুমান সৰু সৰু কাম কৰিব পাৰো, তেতিয়াহ'লে ৰাইজে নকজকাৰিলে যেনেকে নৈ বয়, so ৰাইজৰ সহযোগত কিছুমান কৰিব পৰা যাব। কিন্তু তাৰ লগতে কিছুমান কথা আমি নজৰ কৰিব লাগিব। মই বাৰে বাৰে অনুৰোধ কৰিব খুজিছো যে আবেগিকভাৱে আবেগৰ বশত যি দি কৰিলে নহব, যধে মধে আনি গছ পুলি ৰুই ইটাল আনি ৰুইটো নহয়। ফলেৰো গলো আজিকালি বহুত নিম নগৰী কৰিম, বকুল নগৰী কৰিম, টেম্পৰ নগৰী কৰিম, কৰাৰ আগতে ভাবি চাব লাগিব যে এইটো কৰাটো ঠিক হ'ব নে নাই। অন্তত ইকোলজিৰ ছাত্ৰ কিছুমানক মাতি আনি সোধাটো ভাল, কাৰণ আমি যধমধে কিবা কৰিব গলে এইটো সঠিক ৰূপায়ণ ঠিকমতে হ'বগৈ নে নাই সেইটো জানিব লাগিব। অৰিজিনেলিটি কি আছিল, what were the original aspects, what is the original limits in that particular ecosystem, we have to look into it. And not necessarily afforestation is of course is a part of this, but not necessarily it is only the ecological restoration, is only the part. You have to make the corridor, you have to revive the gap between two forests to maintain the corridor. Of course it's good effort, but what can we do? What kind of plantation you have to do? We would plant kodam tree to make it faster growing or what? It just goes from one tree to another. So if we need a bridge to tree canopy, so what can we? So everything is depending. So with this, I would like to thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, was a very informative and very valuable presentations that we have to keep in mind. So giving us some awareness regarding ecological restorations, how to restore, many ways you have given us. I think most of us will be benefited with this, and obviously we will be benefited. We have to work towards it, and if everyone can. If everyone join hands together, then obviously we can make this planet a better one to live in, isn't it? So with this, I
have taken some time actually, yes, because time more than half an hour I took because that is
okay, sir. That's very. It is your very kindness that you have taken up time with this with your busy schedule and then given us so much time, explained so nicely to us to make it easy to understand. This is we are blessed for that, sir. And we are I was to announce here that we are joined with many different eminent personalities here from different parts of our India also, like Dr. Priyanka Haldar Malik. Welcome, ma'am. And then Dr. Seema Jyoti from Mongolia College, Dorong, Zoology Department. Then Rupsri Dulal, as some students and many students from different parts of Assam. Then like Dr. Junali Setia from Silabhadar College, Botany Department. So we are very grateful that everyone joined. And then now I wish to keep it open for everyone to kindly interact, or you can ask any queries that you feel like. So it's over to all of you. So you can interact with our speaker, sir, as you wish, sir. So over to you now.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, participants.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes,
hello,
good afternoon, sir. It was really very, very nice presentation because it is not only I have before also have attended your presentation, but for those who are attending for the first time, especially students, they are benefited in a greater way because you have spoken about ecology, its succession, its restoration, but also you have given them the live experience, not out of the books. You have given them your experience, and that is what which makes this presentation very, very lively. So I am really thankful to you. Sir, I would like you to say at least few words for students, basically, because the students, maybe the grad students or maybe high secondary students, so they having their brothers and sisters. So usually you are very true. Whenever we do plantation, like we do it from social forestry or whatever, our focus is just to plant a tree. But now the main focus has been shifted to planting an indigenous tree. So just speak few lines on what basically tree one should plant in a very limited. Nowadays the land area is very restricted. Like we live in a very small plot of land. Blessed are those who are having bigger lands. But what are basic plants which one can plant in their own home, in their outdoors? Very good. Just say two lines on.
Actually, if the students flashback the story, ecological history rather, from their grandparents,
yes,
or the parents, so they would understand what used to be there, what kind of indigenous plant species used to be there. For example, we have a jamu, we have sampai, we have amloki aam, all the things are there. There we had to, when we used to keep our cattle there,
yes,
like this.
Yeah.
So you need not to grow a tamarind tree in your backyard, of course. As they say, same thing. Adbhut thake. Karon ki lai? It is an outside tree. Okay, you plant it. So ecological knowledge is again pass it on from one generation to another. Actually.
Traditional knowledge, yeah.
Traditional. So I mean, you just ask your grandparents and you can do. Whatever, and what plant can grow in your land only. Suppose if you want to do something else, for example, something plants which is okay for natural, for ornamental purpose you can grow. But if you want to do something to add more to your biodiversity, then of course indigenous plants and whatever locally available plants would be better.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Any more questions from anyone?
Madam, there are several questions people have been asked probably in the chat box. Can you read it out
Yes,
for
yes.
me?
Yes,
I just want to say with Seema, I am also agree.
Oh, namaskar, Vaidya.
নমস্কাৰ ইমান ভাল কৈছে আৰু ইমান প্ৰেক্টিকেল কথা কৈছে নহয় মইতো একেবাৰে শুনি আছো কিন্তু you are really excellent. God bless you. God bless
Thank
you.
you, thank you.
Ma'am,
My friend also there is also available.
yes, ma'am. Okay. Would you like to speak a few more words for us? I will take this opportunity, ma'am.
লীনা মেম আপুনি আৰু অলপমান কৈ দিয়ক এইবোৰ সব নিউ ষ্টুডেন্টস আপোনাৰ ইমান এক্সপেৰিয়েন্স আছে জাস্ট স্পীক few more words.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
okay. Now, after Hilal's lecture, I think no one is here among us. He is so much experienced. I mean, he is a man of nature, I think. He is a man of nature.
Yes,
like
yes.
that. Really, we are very fortunate that we have got from him so much knowledge, so much practical experience. I want to appreciate him in that aspect. He is not knowledgeable by books. He is knowledgeable by the all practices. He has gone all these forest. He has absorbed himself with the nature. That is, I always appreciate him, and I am lucky that I can gather knowledge from him. That is,
Thank you, madam.
I
Thank
think
you, madam.
all students
blessing.
should be.
Your
Yes,
blessings.
yes. All students should contact him. He is always available for anybody. He, as a person also, I am saying in front of him, as a person also, he is very much different from many others.
Short-tempered.
That's all.
Short-tempered, emotional, not professional.
Okay, I
Many
think we
students
have,
have an experience of rebuking me. Hi, Ashok. My friend Ashok is there. So I hope because of the slides I used, it is working. So if you don't read, I can have some questions here. I can say, Selina Loskar from Asa University, she asked, how to eliminate the invasive species separately for restoration? And while removal the invasive one, will other nearby native plants show any response or unwanted change? Thank you. Very good question, Selina. And this is altogether a separate lecture. Altogether, it is a different science, actually, how to manage those invasive species. You can go through some papers. For example, Dr. Anukul Nath and my student, they have done in Manas, and they have got published a paper in ecological engineering. It's a very good paper. And we have also done, and our paper is coming, Manavendra Rai Chaudhary, and we are doing. So we have studied actually a lot. You have to know the biology of those species of alien plants or invasive plants actually. And then you have to do accordingly. If you know, even the Chanakya used to tell, you have to strike the opponent whenever it is a weaker part. Is not it? So you have to know the weaker portion of that particular enemy. That means your invasive species enemy, so you have to know, you have to study it, and you have to know where to strike it first, or when to strike its biological, integrity. So we have done accordingly, and there are so many methods are there. For example, as I told you, in Corbett National Park, Lantana camera, they have uprooted. But these are all manual things. And I don't say that you can do some chemical, you say spray it there, and the grassy weedicide is there, you should do all these things in them. However, as you said, the second part, the removal of invasive one will affect the native. Of course, it is there. Their growth will be good. Their growth has been better. Because invasive species has a tendency to overwhelm or to dominate over the native one. So when they will not be there, of course, the nutrition, they will be getting more, they will be getting more light, everything. I hope that I have answered, because otherwise it will be broad questions. For example, it is not a 2 marks question, it would be maybe 15 marks question.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. And we have a question from our student who is yes, she is a student of a high secondary student. She is a second year student. So just wants to ask you, like, what are the ways by which we can restore ecology in this pandemic situations? This is her query, sir.
Restore yourself first. You can do. Suppose,
the exact question: how to be eco-friendly in this pandemic situation, sir?
Same thing. Suppose I have already recommended or I have already discussed with my students of wildlife specialist paper. Suppose if you are in town, it's different scenario. If you are in village, it is different scenario. So in village, you can at least go out of your home. You can do it. So even within your campus, you can do so many things. Suppose this is the season for plantation. You can do plantations, for example. Isn't it? We can go for some small survey. How many birds have started building nest? What kind of flower season is it? Like this, you can notice. So these are the preliminary things that you have to do. তাৰমানে যদি প্ৰথমৰ পৰা আমি কৈছো যে অধ্যয়ন কৰিব লাগিব যদি আমি ঘৰৰ ওচৰে পাজৰে তো অলপ ফুৰিব পাৰো যদিও লকডাউন হৈছে কিন্তু আমি ঘৰৰ ওচৰতো যাব পাৰো এতিয়া বা আমি যদি টাউনতো আছো আমি যদি ইঘৰ মানুহৰো চাব পাৰো যে আমাৰ নিজৰ বাৰীখনতে কি আছে উদাহৰণস্বৰূপে way back in my own house which I got built in Bongaigaon, my student Dipankar Borman surveyed long back, more than 10 years back, more than 15 years back. They have counted 53 species of plants in my household. আধা বিঘা মাত্ৰ মাটিত তাতে তো আধা বিঘা তো বেছি সংখ্যক ঘৰটোই আছে 53 বিধ উদ্ভিদ আছে শেৱালিৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ কৰি জয়ন্তী অৰ্জুন ভাতগিলা আমলখি নিম কি নাই গতিকে ইচ্ছা কৰিলে সব কৰিব পাৰি নহয় জানো গতিকে নিজৰ ঘৰত কি আছে you can just survey it. Take help of your madam. Okay, you do survey and at least you record what kind of species are available in your backyard or in your bari. Barit ki ase gos. Itu to sailo.
Okay, so we have one more question here from Dr. Janmani Moran. She is HOD from our college, Jagaboy College, Department of Zoology. Does a migratory bird play an important role in spreading invasive species of plants?
Yes. Yes, actually, there was a done by Bashar Barua of Assam Agriculture University, Jorhat, and this paper had been published in Current Science. So they try to show that the birds from Africa, they try to carry, unintentionally they carry some seeds along with this, or they carry diseases also, as well as they can carry some seeds as well. So this kind of thing may happen, but only one study I know so far, but there is possibility. There is possibility, of course.
So we have one more. I think this question has been answered. And then the next question is from Kolpojit Sekia. He is a student from our college. He has asked whether this 5G network tower do affect the bird count in the population of birds, in the lower count of bird in our area.
Okay, Kolpojit, thank you. Are you aware of what is the fate of Juhi Chawla? Juhi Chawla has been fined 20 lakh rupees by Delhi High Court. Did you know? She lodged a complaint that 5G should not be implemented. And Supreme Court, that court actually, not সব তো করিলে উল্টা তার 20 লাখ টাকা জরিমানা ভরাইছে কেলে Juhi Chawla came only for her own personal advertisement. She did not do a study, and whether 5G will be actually harming or not, we never know, and that's why she came. So যিবিলাক হয় এখন সিনেমা তো সবাই দেখিছো আমি অক্ষয় কুমাৰ সিনেমাখন আমি সবাই দেখিছো কিন্তু whether it is actually doing good or bad we never know. There are so many papers against and favor of these things. So at this moment, if you are a scientist, then you should not make any comment, because without doing any study we should not say anything, because we have done a study in case of house sparrow, and we have done electromagnetic radiation and its effect on house sparrow and tree sparrow in Guwahati city. Still, the paper has not been published, so we are not saying anything. But we have got an interesting result, I would say.
Okay, sir. The next question is that he has written, my village has been turned into an agriculture area. How to implement and grow trees in farms?
Okay. The প্রশ্ন হল কি খেতি তো আমাক লাগিবই কিন্তু কি খেতি কৰিছে এটো চাব লাগিব that means land use pattern has been changing actually. And sometimes we also run after the profitable cultivation. That means profitable cultivation in the sense which give you cash crop, which you give you more money, sometimes like this. And we already have lost some our own indigenous variety of rice also. But this is again dilemma. That means suppose which variety you are going to do, or Aizong or whatever. you have already forgotten whatever different varieties of rice. Forget about wild variety of rice, but many rice variety also gone. But to satisfy the hungry mouths, actually we try to implement this because you have to produce more like this. So we have to compensate this, and that's why instead of we are losing diversity, we are growing more rice in other varieties. Similar is the case. মানে খেতি পথাৰ তো লাগিবই, খেতি পথাৰ লগাৰ পিছতো এতিয়া আমি সাপোজ ট্রি এলং দা আলিবিলাক যে আছে আলিবিলাক ৰুই দিয়ে। সো পথাৰটো থাকিলেই পথাৰৰ চাৰিওকাষে কিন্তু গছ ৰুই দিয়ে। সো দ্যাট কুড বি ডান। ইউ নিড ধাননি অফ কোর্স, যে ধাননি তো আমি লাগিবই, কিন্তু সেইটোত আমি খেতি কৰিব নোৱাৰো। ধাননি পথাৰ নহয় দেই, ধাননি মানে ধাননি, ধাননি আৰু পথাৰ দুটা বস্তু বেলেগ। ধাননি ক'ব লাগিব যেনেকে। তো সেইটোৱে মই উত্তৰ দিব খোজো যে কি কি গছ, সেইকাৰণে কৈছো গছ ৰোৱাৰ আগতে চাবলৈ। মই উপদেশ দিওঁতে কোনো নহওঁ, মই নিজে খেতিয়কতকৈ কম জানো, যদিও খেতি কৰা মানুহ, কিন্তু খেতিয়কৰ যিখিনি কথা খেতিয়কে বেছি ভালকে বুজি পাব। এটা কথা আমি চাব লাগিব, whether they are going in the wrong direction or right direction. If you grow some trees in the nearby the paddy field, will it be good for them or not? That also you have to see, but not at the cost of forest. You cannot finish the forest, devastate the forest, and start plowing. That is not acceptable.
Okay, thank you, sir. The next question is from Rahim Ali Ahmad. He is a district BVD consultant, Dorong, ex-student, Mongoloi College. So he has asked, sir, yesterday we have distributed more than 200 saplings among the communities for plantation. It was observed that people trees, but because of no adequate samplings, they could not. In that case, what can we do?
Grow more saplings?
Yes.
Simple. No, my কথা কৈ আছো, nursery is a ভাল business হৈ গৈছে. Nursery has become a good business, and I have made Rahmat Ali Lashkar, from Udali. So he said that he aims to consult Bill Gates because he showed the economy. If you just invest 1 rupee, you can get 100% gain from this. The nursery is kind of business. That means there is no dearth of people who will not be wanting to plant saplings. So this is a high demand always. And forest department and social forestry department is already standard because they could not supply all those things. They have to go for the private nursery also. And problem is the private nursery does not do they do their own things. For example, whatever plants are demanded by the people for their gardening and all. But if you go for example, I had a person, is Abdul Rafiz Chaudhary. He actually died. I feel very, very devastated by this because he was a good social worker and he was a member of Haryana also. He used to collect seedlings, seed from suppose Honaru police no idea. Honaru gozor dal loise. Krishnasura police, Krishnasura kisun bisa pukibo. Ami ki koru? Ami koru nozor na rakho. If you collect all those seeds before you throwing the mango seed, you just deposit it. Make a seed bank in your college or in your department. Then this seed bank you can make your own nursery itself. It does not require so many plots. You can do your own nursery, just not for purpose of selling it. If you take little money just to get your investment money and all those things, you can do it. যদি ঘৰে ঘৰে আমি এইটো কৰো হওক তেতিয়ালে কোনো অসুবিধা নাই। আমি গুটিটো পেলোৱাৰ আগতে যদি আমি সঞ্চয় কৰো তেতিয়ালে আমি কিমান জামু খাই পেলাই দিছো, আম খাই পেলাই দিছো, কঁঠালৰ গুটি অৱশ্যে খাই মানুহে, কিন্তু if you collect the neem seeds, if you collect the honaru seeds, if you collect the Krishnasura seeds, nobody gives attention to those. Kamini Council fully আছে, সেইজন লৰাৰ কি চকুটো কেনেকুৱা আছিল, আব্দুল ৰফিজ চৌধুৰী যেতিয়া কৰবালে যায় ইফালে ইফালে চাই ফুৰে, এইটো ফুলিছে, অহা মাহত মই আহিম, ফল ফুলে, সি লাহেকে ঘৰৰ গৰাকী গৈ, বাইদেউ যদি বেয়া নাপায়, এই ফুলিছে কামিনী কাঞ্চন, ফলবিলাকতো আপোনালোকে সৰি পৰিব এনে পেলাইতো, মই লৈ যাব পাৰিম, লৈ যা, আমাৰ এনে যাবৰ হয়, সেইবিলাক লৈ আহে। তাৰমানে কি উইদাউট ইনভেষ্টিং এ সিংগল ৰুপিজ, we grow it a single pot. Every single pot will be sold by 10 rupees. So, kiman all percentage? এইটো বুদ্ধি আছে, বুদ্ধি কৰিলে সব হয়। আপুনি যদি কৈছে খুব ভাল কথা, মানুহৰ উৎসাহ আছে যে they wanted to grow more plants, fine. So, they should not be looking after, looking at the phase of that you people that you will be supplying, then only do. আৰু মাগনা পালে তো মানুহ আলকাতৰা খায়, যদি বিনা পইচাই বিলায় তো যিয়ে এডাল হলে দুডাল ল'ব, কিমান ৰুইছে বা কিমান বাচিছে এইটো এটা কথা।
Okay, sir, thank you, sir. This is a question from Yuvraj Gogoi. He is a second semester student from our Jaya Gogoi College. they have an environmental science subjects in their semester. So he wanted to ask what changes in natural ecosystem are caused by global warming process.
তো এইটো মোক 10 নম্বৰৰ প্ৰশ্ন জানে 2 নম্বৰ প্ৰশ্ন এটা বহুত 10 নম্বৰ প্ৰশ্ন so global warming related to climate change. Okay, we already know the global warming has an effect on climate change. So জলবায়ু পৰিৱৰ্তন যদি হয় নিখন্দাহে কোনো সন্দেহ নাই it will affect our natural ecosystem, of course, and it has been proved and it has been there. So in different ways actually. Suppose for example earlier you used to experience rain in the month of even March, April. Suppose it has been delayed by 1 month. What will happen? The phenology is the term. Phenology, P-H-E-N-O-L-O-G-Y. If you study the phenology of plants, then you can understand that some plants will do flowering earlier. Now probably they have been delayed. And it is a chain reaction. Suppose a particular bird is depending on that particular fruits. So, and these fruits, because this bird will do breeding. For the breeding, it needs more nutritious food. So its breeding season is coincidental to that particular flowering or fruiting season of that particular plant. So if the flowering or fruiting is delayed maybe by 1 month, then it will hamper the bird who will be doing nest, is not it? So it cannot feed its young by the nutritious food. So similar things, so many can happen, a chain reaction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I think we have no questions now, but we are never tired listening to you. You are very encouraging, sir. So I think if anyone wants something, I want to give a chance to everyone who will have joined us. Like we used to hear something from Dr. Priyanka Haldar Malik, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, we welcome you very much here. So we are very grateful that by your presence, ma'am. Can you please speak a few words to inspire our students who are from our college and those who have joined us from different parts of our Assam? Over to you, ma'am.
Actually, seriously, I was also overwhelmed by the talk of Hillolda, and restoration. It is. He has talked. I think everything which is needed, and especially in the context of Assam. So, but it's a good thing. Like even if a couple of students get interested and start some kind of restoration activities, but like just first from planning and all, it will be not only a learning experience for them but also beneficial for their environment. So I would just request some of the students at least who listen to his talk to at least practically, that ecological restoration and restoration ecology, try to even in his or her nearby environment, he can take up a small tasks. So it will be from small boon se sagar bhadta hai, like that. So they can carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, so much. We are making it a bit longer, but it's a very interesting, much interested, and we are never exhausted to have a talk like this, where our speaker says very interestingly.
Madam, one thing. So yes, I would like to introduce Dr. Priyanka Haldar Malik has been working on several aspects of ecology as well. She has been working on butterflies as well as of late she has taken a project on turtle actually. And I would like to request, because it is a common platform, so she can at least spread a message regarding turtle also in 1 or 2 sentences. So that makes us should spread.
Yes, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Actually, in other sense, turtles can also help in restoration. For example, we have. Why did Sir explain about the forest? Because forest or a wetland. Because as an ecologist, if we want to return the biodiversity, first their habitat should be restored. If there is the habitat healthy in that place, then only animals will stay. So this is true for all animals. But in case of turtles, what happens if a water body is polluted? And if the turtles are vanishing from there, if people are fishing the turtles out, or if turtles are being smuggled and pulled somewhere, turtle is the very quiet and calm, harmless animal, but it keeps on working for cleaning the aquatic environment, especially the freshwater turtles. They are more or less ignored. So if they are present in the aquatic system, they eat away they scavenge all the bad things and so on. So their presence is very important. So also, if you people when planting or what harm in a place, its habitat is gone, also surrounding those students who are interested. You can also have a look at like in your surrounding. If you spot any so I will try that out. But it's very interactive also. Very or some while someone is taking, or you just take a photo with his name. You can submit. Please know where the turtles are and search that say 2000 from 2000 to 2021. What after that? In that way also we can just monitor, because in this lockdown we cannot go to different places and do many things. But people, those of you, this is a good benefit of connecting you from the long distance. Say I am in Kolkata and you are in a distant place near in Assam. We can connect with each other. When you have seen the file there, you can just take a photograph, and this will be, even if a small step, this is a conservation step towards the biodiversity.
ভাল লাগিলা
আচলতে শিক্ষকতা এটা বৃত্তি যিটো মানে ইমান সহজ নহয়, ইমান ভাল শিক্ষক হ'বলৈ সকলোৱে চেষ্টা কৰে, খুব সহজ নহয়, চেষ্টা কৰি থকা হয়। মই নিজে কওঁ যে মই চেষ্টা কৰি আছো কৰোঁ। পম্পী ক'ব মোৰ ছোৱালীৰ কাৰণে কৈ আছে তাই ভাল কথা, কিন্তু তাই গালি চালি খায়, গালিটো
গালি খাব লাগে মাজে মাজে।
ছাৰ বহুত পপুলাৰ হয় ষ্টুডেণ্টৰ মাজত, ছাৰ বহুত হেল্পফুল হয়, চবকে বহুত হেল্পো কৰে।
ভাল কথা পাতিবলৈ ভাল, খুজি দিয়াটো পালে ভাল, ল'ৰা ছোৱালীক কথা পাতিবলৈ পাৰো। আমাৰ মুখ্য উদ্দেশ্যটো এইটোৱে, যিমানখিনি পাৰো ধৰক যিখিনি জানিছো শিকিছো সেইখিনি বেলেগক যদি অনুপ্ৰাণিত কৰিব পৰা যায়, বিলাব পৰা যায়, সেইটোৱে কথা। আৰু যিবিলাক যদি ভুল ধাৰণাবিলাক
ষ্টেটিষ্টিক্সটো বহুত এক্সপাৰ্ট হয়, ছাৰ ষ্টেটিষ্টিক্সটো বহুত এক্সপাৰ্ট হয়, ছাৰ ইকলজি ছাৰ বহুত এক্সপাৰ্ট হয় ষ্টেটিষ্টিক্সত।
ছাৰক লগ পালে ভাল পাম, ছাৰ কলেজলৈ
কেতিয়াবা আমাৰ কলেজলৈ আহিব।
এইবিলাক ভাল হওক, বতৰ ভাল হওক, এইবিলাক ভাল হওক। মোৰ আৰু এজন ল'ৰা আছে, ডক্টৰ সম্ৰাট সেনগুপ্ত আছে ওচৰৰ এই হেৰি কলেজত, ডিয়াৰ কলেজত আছে। সম্ৰাট সেনগুপ্ত মোৰ ছাত্ৰ হয়। আপোনালোকে এনেকে আজি এটা সুবিধা হল, অলপ বেছি সময় লৈছো আৰু বুজাবলৈ। আপোনালোকে জনাবচোন দেই, ল'ৰা ছোৱালী বিলাকে চাগে এতিয়া কবলৈ বেয়া পাইছে, আপোনালোকে পিছত সুধিব কেনেকুৱা পালে।
Thank you.
আজি মই
অৱস্থা আছিল ন
খাব লাগে